The common theme when the generic copy is being pushed to pest managers is that it's the same as Termidor, just cheaper. Well, this is simply not true. A decade ago, Australian pest managers were challenged to rethink their approach to termite management with the launch of a revolutionary new product, Termidor. Australian pest managers found themselves with not just a new termiticide, but a new technology and a strategic approach to termite management. Termidor, manufactured and formulated to the highest standards, became embraced not just by BASF, but also our distributors, pest managers and homeowners across Australia. Pest managers who took up and embraced the new challenge have well and truly prospered. Termidor has built its reputation on the peace of mind principle.
The performance with Termidor is exceptional. We use Termidor dust to eradicate live termites that are in the house or in the business or in the structure of whatever building we're treating. And within 3 weeks, we're always finding that the termites have died. At that stage, we're then able to put in a Termidor liquid soil treatment, and we can confidently recommend to our customers that that product will give them long-term protection for up to 8 years once that barrier is installed. The amount of support and marketing that BASF have put into Termidor has made it easy for us to then pass the product on to our customer base, because they've seen the product, they've seen it on TV, they've read about it in the newspaper and on the internet, and then we know that it works well, so we can recommend it with confidence, and it's been a really good fit for our business.
Termidor consists of a number of carefully selected and individually optimised ingredients such as dispersion agents, stabilisers, anti-freezing agents, anti-foaming agents, microbiocides. These formulants have a significant influence on stability during storage and application, quality and uniformity, and the overall biological performance. BASF hired the services of an independent NATA-accredited laboratory to test the cheaper copy product against Termidor on a number of key chemical properties, which are influenced by the quality of the ingredients plus the quality of the manufacturing process. The results were shocking, with 6 out of the 8 key chemical properties of the cheaper copy being inferior to Termidor. In fact, 3 of the 8 properties were over 5 times inferior, with one particular property, which impacts how evenly the product moves through the soil, was out by a factor of 50. In this test, we poured Termidor and a generic copy currently on the market into a glass tank of water. You can see that it fell out of suspension very quickly and formed a gluggy layer on the bottom of the tank. A standard test for liquid formulations is the sieve test. In this test, fully mixed volumes of both the generic copy and Termidor were poured through a stainless steel sieve. The results can be seen here, with very obvious differences between the 2 formulations. To add a more practical test, 180 litres of Termidor and a generic copy at label rates were pumped through a standard pest control rig, which included a brand new inline filter for each product. After completion, the filters were removed and checked for residue levels. The filter from the Termidor tank had no visible residue present, whereas the generic copy had a large amount of residue. The scientists then chemically analysed the residue and found over 6 times more active ingredient in the generic filter, and the concentration was a massive 43%, and this was after only 1 tank. This proves that the standard-sized mesh filter is actively stripping out the active ingredient. What does this mean in the real world? What you've seen with the rapid falling out of suspension, the sieve test results, and the stripping of active ingredient via the inline filter is due to the average particle size of the generic ingredients being 50 times larger than Termidor. In practical terms, this means that the active ingredient movement through the soil could be severely impacted. The cost saving of the cheaper copy product would be less than 5% of the total cost of the termite treatment, which the customer pays for anyway. When you consider the value of your business and the risk involved, it really does not stack up. Termidor revolutionised termite control when it was launched onto the Australian market over 10 years ago. Since then, close to 200,000 treatments have been conducted by very happy pest managers throughout Australia. And all this without a single product failure.
The transfer effect has just been really beneficial in eliminating them out of the house and long term keeping the problem fixed.
The amazing thing about Termidor is that everyone asks for it. Our telephone and internet inquiries ask if we use Termidor, as do our real estate agents and body corporate clients. No one wants to risk their home by using inferior products.
We've probably grown, probably doubled in size over the last 10 years, and Termidor's been a big factor in that.
Some call it peace of mind, or the ability to sleep after conducting a termite treatment. Others may use words like trust, reliability and confidence. We call it Termidor. It's your business. Why risk it?